Hey guys, what's up? I've been focusing mainly on noses for the past week, and I'm just gonna make this quick video pretty much sharing with you guys the progress that I've made over the week. So, these first batch of noses, I just watched the Hassan Arts tutorial on how to draw noses. So, these are pretty much my first ever noses. So obviously not going to be the best, but I just needed someone's technique moving forward to see how I should go about doing it. So that's what these noses are, and obviously the dates are going to be on the top right for all of these. And the first half of this video is going to be digital art, and then I drew the rest of the noses on my sketchbook. So we're going to switch over to that later. And as the title says, I drew over 200 of these. So yeah. Um, Obviously a little bit of improvement, not really, but compared to this, really anything's improvement. So yeah, and then all the references I'm getting off of Pinterest. So and then even from here to here on the same day, I think there's a decent amount of improvement, especially the one in the top right doesn't look too shabby, and well, it does look it does look very shabby, but um they kind of resemble noses, right? So, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. Is what you want to see. Also, I'm not used to using the pencil brush, I guess you could say, on Procreate. I usually use a technical pen, but yeah. Still the same day, still at day one, and honestly, they're not looking too terrible, compared to the last few pages that we went through. So yeah, not too bad. And then I'm just drawing I'm trying to familiarize myself with like the planes of the nose. So you can see there's like an extra line where the bridge of the nose is, or the cartilage is. Okay, at this point I think I started this is day two, by the way. I started using shading to bring out the form a little bit more, instead of just drawing straight up just lines to indicate the contours. But yeah, obviously some improvement, still needs a lot of work, but again, this is just day two. So right. And then this is where it started to actually uh come together a little bit better. You obviously see at B5 and 6 the noses don't look too terrible. Um they resemble noses a lot better. And also C1 I'm not too upset with. Honestly, some of these I'm not too upset with, especially for day two of doing this. Yeah, noses are kind of hard, but they're kind of easy at the same time. um, right. So still day two, I believe. No, day three. So obviously you could see a lot of improvement since the first day. Um, I don't even know what to say. My shading got a lot better at this point. Still not perfect. You can see on the top right nose, it's pretty lopsided. And some of these noses are just really like improportionate, unproportionate, whatever. But not too bad for day three. And then I believe this might be the last batch. Yeah. So this was, um, yeah, this is still day three. So, you could judge for yourself on how these went. And I'm going to go over and switch to the traditional art now. So, all right, guys, welcome to my sketchbook. We're still going to go over the noses. And if anyone's curious, this is my cat. And this is just a random heart I found on Pinterest. So, without further ado, again, I'm still just getting used to also shading on in my sketchbook. I use this to draw everything, so it's just literally just some mechanical pencil I have lying around. Um, Not really the best for shading because the tip is super fine, but we make it work. And then I just use my finger to blend. But yeah, also the dates on the top right. And the order is as if you're reading a book, so from left to right and then down and then left to right again. So yeah. These don't look half bad. Maybe there's someone who's like really good at drawing noses. These are um, less than half bad, but honestly, I'm not too upset with it. Also, when it says April 23rd, I took let's see, I took April 20th and April 21st off. So yeah, of drawing noses. So, anyways, um, a good amount of improvement, I think. Not too shabby. I went for like um, I don't want to say risky angles, but more difficult angles. This curve right here, where the bridge curves into like the top of the nose, into like the bridge, kind of. It was just difficult, for sure, but still went for it twice. But yeah. Also, I'm not sure how the video quality is gonna turn out. If you guys can really see um the values that well in here, but we're gonna keep it pushing. Still, I think day 5. Yeah, this is the next day. So again, it's kind of the same ish as yesterday. I think I'm just getting more consistent with it, of actually creating noses that are somewhat believable. Um, Besides this one was an absolute failure, but um, yeah. And then this one was like a very slopey. Like the reference wasn't slopey. I just made it very slopey, but yeah. And then I kept trying to draw that same nose I failed at. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did. So obviously the nostrils on it were like really wide, and I had to keep like bringing it closer and closer to each other. And the good thing about Pinterest is that people usually comments of like their drawings, so you kind of get like a idea of what like you could be doing. So it helps out a lot, definitely, especially where when you try to figure out like where to put the values, or really figuring out like what you're doing wrong. But anyways, decent amount of improvement. I'm still not very good at value control and where to actually put the values. So I think I fixed that a little bit later, because I keep looking at references of like other other artists and seeing what where they put the values. So yeah. And this was the last day, so you know you can kind of judge for yourself. Hopefully, I can bring this a little closer so you guys can see it better, but hopefully this focuses. But you kind of get the idea of what it looks like now. And a big thing I was forgetting earlier in the other noses was bounce light is a thing for the bottom of the nostrils, or that area. So remember to put that in, and then I think I had better control of the values. So I'll put it side by side of this, where we came now, and then where we were at the beginning a few days ago, for a side by side. And I'm gonna move on from noses, I think, and do something else. I'm not really sure what I want to do next for like a series. Maybe eyes, maybe aircraft, maybe like creatures or something like that. I'm not really too sure, but yeah. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and peace.